Is the promise of a fair and just workplace where every worker's rights are protected merely a mirage? A haunting question that echoes in the minds of many today. Every election season, we hear grandiose speeches from politicians promising to uplift the working class, guaranteeing better protection, and ensuring fair treatment. But as the confetti settles and the campaign posters come down, so does the veil over these promises. The reality is a stark contrast to the rose-tinted visions sold to us. Take, for instance, the progressive Democrats in Washington state and across America. They have been championing for the implementation of whole Washington. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find the unsettling truth. Workers' federal issues such as vocational services, time laws, and retirement provisions are glaringly absent from their agendas. It appears that these politicians have conveniently chosen to favor business interests over workers' rights. They hide behind the facade of Medicare for all or state single-payer agendas, claiming federal issues cannot be combined. But isn't it the duty of our elected representatives to find a way rather than finding an excuse? Here's where it gets even more disconcerting. The American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC, is pushing a business-centric narrative, further marginalizing the rights of workers. However, the silence from our own progressives is deafening. So, where does this leave us, the workers? It leaves us in a position where we must demand more. We must stand up for our basic federal human rights over state business interests in workers' compensation rates. We must call for minimum federal standards for injured workers and the establishment of another National Workers' Compensation Commission. In this fight, complacency is not an option. The reality of our working conditions is far from the political promises made to us. Our struggle is not just about fair wages or reasonable working hours. It's about dignity, respect, and the right to a safe and secure working environment. In conclusion, we need to critically address the widening gap between political promises and the actual situation of workers. We must demand that our politicians prioritize workers' rights over business interests and ensure that our voices are heard, our rights are protected, and our dignity is preserved. Because at the end of the day, we are not mere cogs in a machine. We are the lifeblood of this economy, and it's high time our contributions are recognized and respected. Indeed, it's time to redirect our energy and attention to the establishment of a National Work Comp Commission, a body that will ensure that workers are compensated fairly and adequately. This is a demand that has been long overdue. Our focus must also be on the preservation and enhancement of workers' federal standards. These are the guidelines that protect us, the workers, from exploitation and ensure that we receive just compensation for our hard work. However, our fight is often overshadowed by other issues such as whole and M4A. While these topics are important, they should not divert our attention from the core issues that affect us directly as workers. Let's not lose sight of what's truly important for us, the workers. After all, without us, the wheels of this economy would grind to a halt. It's time we put our needs first and fight for a National Work Comp Commission and the preservation of our federal standards.